Hey there, I'm Ron, and I've got today's home insurance tip from Insurance for Texans. So we field a lot of questions in our office. The agents are answering the phone, and sometimes it's prospects asking random questions about do we work with a particular carrier. But from our customers, one of the biggest questions and the biggest services that we can provide is questions that revolve around claims. We often get, should I file this claim? Will my premium go up if I file this claim? I'm not sure. Can you guys check on this potential claim for me? And the biggest one, and probably the most impactful, is it worth it for me to file this claim on my home insurance? The good news is we can answer that question. We can help you walk through that process as local independent insurance agents. So let's talk about a young lady by the name of Kimberly. Kimberly is a homeowner down in Burleson, in the south part of Fort Worth. And she's got this brand new home. She has done all the things right to be able to buy that home, live fairly comfortably. And, in the spring, we get the typical Texas thunderstorm that rolls through North Texas. She hears the rain, and then all of a sudden that familiar ping, ping of the hail hitting the window begins to happen. She says, oh, this one's a little more serious than some of them that we typically have here in North Texas. And that intensity of the ping picks up and the frequency picks up, and all of a sudden she hears a crack in that glass. Now, fortunately, it's a triple pane window. She doesn't have water coming in, but that's how we know that the storm's a little bigger than it normally is. So Kimberly battens down the hatches. She looks around the house. There's no water coming in. As the storm begins to roll off, she goes up, checks the attic, makes sure that there's no water intrusion. So she knows that she can call Insurance for Texans the next morning to help her walk through the process. She knows she's got the damage to the window. She's not sure about the roof, but she's assuming that there's damage. So when she calls us, we answer the phone, and through the course of the conversation, we work with her to determine what her schedule looks like and get a professional to do an evaluation of that roof. We work with many local qualified roofers here in Texas who can do an inspection, and they have experience with the claims process. So they know that we need a certain number of hail strikes inside of a 10 by 10 area for you to have a viable hail claim. Now, fortunately, when we got that roofer up on Kimberly's roof and he began to check the marks for the hail damage, what he found is that there actually wasn't enough damage to file the claim. That's the great news. However, because we did have some wind, there were some missing shingles on her roof. So what happened is he put together a comprehensive review of what the damage was that he found. We had the shingle damage, we had the window damage. Fortunately for him, he was able to quantify that. We were able to communicate with Kimberly, and we discovered that the damage as a result of the storm was less than the deductible amount for her home policy. As a result, she was able to get the damage repaired quickly using the professional contractor and roofer that we had put her in contact with, and they were able to take care of that. We never notified the home insurance company. Why does that matter? So when you're looking at whether or not it's worth it to file a claim, you've got to be able to quantify those repairs, because if the damage is less than the deductible, you never want to file the claim because you're not going to get economic relief. If we don't tell the company that that's gone on, they're not going to record a potential claim on your history. How does that impact you? Number one, you won't be surcharged for any claim activity on your policy that you never received money for. Number two, if your rates go up that next year and we help you locate a new carrier, that claim's not going to be on your report, so you're not going to have a surcharge for a claim. Therefore, we can get you into the best spot possible. This is why it's so important to work with a local independent insurance agent like Insurance for Texans. We can help you navigate this process to know, is it worth it to file a claim? Are my premiums going to be affected? Now, we can't answer that definitively, but we can definitely check on it for you. So we're going to let you know if there's, number one, enough to file a claim. Number two, is the claim even covered? Because some of the things that happen aren't going to be covered. Number three, we're going to help you find a local professional to evaluate the situation. And there's a fourth benefit that you're probably not thinking of. If you're looking at buying a home, sometimes that roof doesn't look like it's in great shape. At Insurance for Texans, we can help you evaluate whether that roof's insurable and whether or not you even want to buy that home. That's why you want to work with somebody like Insurance for Texans. That's today's home insurance tip. I'm Ron, and I hope you have a great day.